Greetings, everyone. My name is Yahya Kandil from Group Professor Surgeon. Today, I'm going to present my advanced schematic design for the remnant of Mies. Um, the project is adaptive reuse and keeping almost um, a majority of the existing structure, but adding to it some of roofscape that reflect the urban density of Berlin and function in an ecological and sustainable way inside the museum itself. That's the main concept to create light shafts that penetrate from the sky to the lower level on the museum, and upper lanterns would add interior light, natural light inside the place. And the main thing is to create an experience of holistic light exposure inside the space. And this is an example of the light shaft, how it will be. And two of the exterior walls will be corten steel. That was inspired from the original material of the museum, and the other two walls will be transparent to ensure daylight and exposure to the surrounding elements. That's the manifestation of the roof and how the interior experience would look like, and through the day and night, and the light, how it will be penetrating the ETFE panels inside the museum, and creating a more experience, a mystery experience inside the existing structure uh, after we gonna adapt, reuse it. The main site would be the same as existing. The only thing that would be changed is the roof scape and the interior of the museum, as it will um, occupy a 12 element, which would be elements that we will be presented in the project, the locality and the natural stones and the heritage and cinema on the exterior walls, the climate change and AI would be on the lower floor. And that's a reference for the natural stones, how gonna look like, and that would be through keeping the light lanterns, ensuring the daylight inside the place, and having more stones and statues inside. Um, the climate change by showing specific flora and fauna, and how they interact in the surrounding nature of the project. And on the lower floor, we have the AI clusters. So to understand the structural portion of the what we're gonna add to the existing structure, we need to delve more into the technical and structural diagram. So that's basically an axonometric, uh, presenting the idea of the layering of the lanterns, how they can extrude the existing roof, and after a specific grid of this roof will be removed and replaced with flashing details to flash this lanterns into the existing structure without having any effect of the climate. And that's a 3D main section showing the two floors and how the light shafts are gonna be penetrating the slab, but on the upper level they are still the same as the roofscape as it is, and presenting the light inside the museum from the inside. Then we move to the main light shaft that will penetrate the two floors, would be has like triple pane tempered glass, and having a thermal barrier membranes that make sure that the ETFE is not gonna be um, trans transporting the heat inside the place, or creating less interior quality inside. And then the steel frame, the tapered frame, how it's going to be anchored to the existing structure, and the base plate, how it will be look like. And then moving to the exterior or the lower panels or light shafts, cannons will be also travel pane temp glass, and it will be also made from steel frames or cladded by the ETFE. These are 3D sections to delve more into the project to see it from several aspects and several dimensions. Moving to a climate consultant, which these elements I needed to present more would be the light exposure and illumination, and the wind, how it's going to interact with the roofscape, and the sky coverage, because most of the openings are translucent and they are emitting light inside. And this is from street view, and how the building gonna look like. It would be almost the same, but with adapting reuse of and changing the roofscape and the two curtain steel walls. The four side elevations, and that was the main program opportunity, which was the elements that would be presented in the exhibition or the museum. And moving to the last but not least, the site description, how this would interact with the dense urban fabric that it has, that has 86% solid and 14% void. And it shows the the lanterns pointing toward the skies and toward the verticality. And that was all experience was inspired by the president of the Museum of the Modern Art, and how the light was inside the museum in a holistic way. And the lanterns, and how they enlight the spaces, and the big glass panels that has a purpose, and it doesn't just clad the project. Thank you, and I'm awaiting your kind response and feedback.